So, one thing that's holding us back is our hair. How is our hair holding us back? Wow, our hair is actually the first point of entry. I had to pause because I'm really emphasizing on the fact that it is the first point of entry. Now I'm outside and I'm surrounded by trees. Apart from behind me, the front of me is full of trees. And those trees mimic nature. The shape of it is actually the shape that our hair makes. Because our hair is actually not shapeless, it has shape. And that shape is represented by nature. You see that when you look at the way that nature sits, like there in the front of me, you're able to see the shape that our hair makes. Now, it is so tabooed, which is one of the reasons why it's holding us back. It's so tabooed because the people that are making it taboo, that have spent trillions of dollars to ensure that you run away from it, know the purpose of it. Because remember, it is the entry point. It is the point as to which you receive the first base of information that you receive. Anything that comes first is the hair. The hair you actually have is even in your stomach, which is why your gut feeling, when you get that feeling, is generated by the hair. I forgot the scientific term of it, but there's hair that generate that gut feeling where I told you, nah, something is spot on or something is literally gonna make you fall short. So there's power in the hair, and I think because of that, they are making you run away from it. Now, if you're wanting to be on this journey or you are on this journey and you're finding it hard to be fully transparent, I think one aspect that allows you to be fully transparent is the fact that you're able to have your hair. You're able to be yourself. You're able to allow your entry point to be exposed because there's already forces that have fur that want you to cover your ether. They want you to cover that entry point with using their fur, which is actually a sign of the fact that yeah, we have we have pretty much conquered your mind to the point where you're covering up your actual hair. Because remember, we don't have fur. The way that our hair shapes, the way it conducts itself, the way that it breathes, the way that it lives, the way that it functions, the way that it thrives, it cannot be found anywhere else but our species, our race. Now, if you are to interbreed, you would get that downgrade of your hair losing its shape, but it only be your offspring because your offspring would be the one getting a downgrade. Whichever one that, if the father is other species, the father would be getting an upgrade because you are giving the father genetic upgradation. Yeah, for us to fully function as we are designed to function, our hair plays a big part. Whichever society we explore or we expand into or we experience, our hair is the biggest aspect, which is why they have all these laws that ensure that it doesn't function the way that it does. So which is why you literally need to do the opposite. And I'm talking to those that have recognized what is going on. If you still haven't recognized what is going on, this will feel like an attack to you. But I'm speaking to those that actually know what's going on and how there's an attack with your existence. Your whole genetic lineage has an attack, has a hit on it for multiple reasons. So allow your hair to be. You're never gonna really be who you can be without fully coming as yourself. Because imagine you're trying to be powerful for yourself. Imagine you're trying to sub-liberate, but you're liberating as the people that have abused you, people that have conquered you. Imagine you're trying to liberate yourself and you're trying to show up as the people that you are trying to run away from. People that are telling you not to be yourself. They are the people you're showing up as. You're showing up with their fur, you're showing up with their identity. And I understand it's not easy because their society, all their aspects are got to do with you doing the opposite. They need you to function the way they do. And you can't. You can't breathe in a fur. Your hair doesn't it's not shapeless. It has shape for a reason. So when you're not um allowing that shape to flow, I think it affects the way that you function. I don't know if it's just me, but it would affect the way you function because you're not even allowing your antennas to be. They're not even doing what it needs to be because what it is antenna to antenna gets the signals. How can the signal comes if the antennas are not being generated? They're not being put in an environment where they can function the way that they can. How's that gonna work? It's not. So our hair is the biggest thing that's holding us back because we're not coming up the entry point that we need to get the data for us to move forward is restricted. And you're simply restricting it by just covering up using their fur. Because when you use their fur, you're literally like it's like what how can I say? It is a it's like a checkmate. Using their fur, it's like your brain is washed. Just like when they celebrities, right? Would they would bleach their hair, bleach, and that signifies something. So when you're wearing their fur, that's actually signifies something. When you're coming as yourself, that you know what that represents because they don't even care the complexion that you've got because they know what you represent. That's why they would unalive you right away because they actually know what you represent. They don't care whether you're from whichever area on this earth. They will take you out right away because they know what you represent. So represent what they are trying to get rid of. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Allow your antennas to be because it's tabooed, because it's powerful. It can do so much if you allow it to be. Don't mimic it using what they're doing because they don't know what's going on. Remember, you are the majority, they're only 6%. So you're actually representing the a non-existent part of you because they exist because of your imagination. If you shut that down, you'll be able to shut it all down because you are that powerful. I keep telling our people, you don't know how powerful you are. You can literally shut it down in 5 minutes. If you come together, we're on the same wavelength and we are vibrating on the same frequency, we're going to shut it down right away. So remember who you are. When you know who you are, you're able to know where you're going, literally, and you'll never be confused ever. Thank you for watching. Bye.